Good day, global citizens. Welcome to another episode of Dr. Fajemola's Opinion. This is a platform where research meets understanding. I'm so happy today to bring on board a female guest researcher who will be discussing on maternal mortality, the services women in Kaduna have access to. Women in Kaduna have access to, and basically we'll be looking at the length and breadth of maternal mortality right from all perinatal services available to women in Kaduna State. So it's right I bring in a learned scholar who has first-hand experience and impact in this area. Please join me to welcome Mrs. Aime Osamudia Chris. How are you doing, ma?
I'm doing very fine, ma. And you?
I'm so good. Thank you so much for honoring my invite. You have a beautiful smile.
But they can't even step out of the house without their male counterparts or the eldest woman in the house going out with her to the hospital or basically giving her an informed consent. Some of the factors. Then when we come to the northeast now, where we also see this variation, we see that because of the displacement for people, security issues, we see issues of infrastructural problems. You may not even see the presence of a healthcare facility because this work was done amongst primary health for primary health centers. We see that some of all these communities don't even have primary health centers. Where you even see some, they are dilapidated or not even health workers because all the health workers have jacked back to other better regions. So nobody is there or available to attend to in the northwest and in the northeast in comparison to the south.
Thank you so much, Ma, for that explanation, for giving the elaborate explanation. Actually, I'm sure everyone who listens to this or is watching this, they have an overview of why there is different statistics regionally, and it's actually beyond what I anticipated it to be. Thank you so much. That's why we are bringing people like you on board to explain. Dr. Chris, in Kaduna State, the maternal mortality ratio is 1,025 per 100,000, and only 35.5% delivery were taken by health professionals from the paper. Who are the people delivering the rest? Are they ghost workers?
Like I said, we see that this study actually it engaged. It's a community service. It's a community study. It was a cross-sectional study. So when we engaged the community, what we discovered was that even women that go for antenatal, that's they go to attend antenatal in the former hospital, when it's time for delivery, they prefer to use a traditional birth attendant or basically home delivery or basically some unskilled, we have the is it the quacks or what we call them? They are unskilled workers, but they will tell you so amount of delivery. I've delivered this person, I'm the one that took this childbirth, and then we see that basically those are the group of people that take deliveries. Despite the fact that we have the trained traditional birth attendants, they are not so much even utilized because one of the basic reasons you see women, just like I said, the financing. So they don't now want to go to the hospital to have their normal deliveries because they feel the hospital will charge them to give the hospital will charge them money for delivery. The hospital will tell them to bring hospital items, but these women at home, they just take their delivery free of charge for them. Highest, they just tell them to give them a token. And then they don't look at the health implications or when they have bleeding or if they come to some complications, how these women will handle them because they have zero referrals, most of them. They even don't have that experience. I was conversing with one, and then if you see some of the way they induce these women to give birth, you just be like, wow, can you imagine? So, but the women don't, all they know is that they have the cheaper means of getting what they want. And then some
disorders in pregnancy. I know many people are thinking hypertension only, Some people have this notion hypertension only is for men, hypertension is for women. When you are pregnant, it's only pregnancy, nothing happens to you, you don't get diabetes, you don't have issues. But they know that even pregnancy increases your susceptibility to some of these conditions. So what are the hypertensive disorders that are present in pregnancy?
Okay, some of the hypertensive disorders that are pregnant and that are effective in pregnancy, just like we have the gestational hypertension,